Hi friends, welcome to Stevie's Earth-Based Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making plant-based birria or birria tacos. They're a Mexican taco from the Jalisco region, and they're usually made with like goat or mutton, and they are cooked for 3 hours in lots of spices and peppers and citrus, and it's supposed to be really good. I've never had the actual meat kind, and I think when you get it, usually in the States, it's beef. It's not mutton. But here we're doing it with jackfruit because we don't do meat. And it's not going to take 3 hours because we don't have to like break down all the collagen and all of that, you know, and make it tender. Jackfruit's already tender. The thing that made me want to make these, and why this video is late too, is that my husband surprised me with a trip to the beach for our 20th anniversary. He'd been working on it for at least a month, and I had no clue. He's never kept a secret in his life, but he kept this one, and I think that's the part that I'm most impressed about. But yeah, he planned this wonderful beach vacation in OBX. I'm heating up the cast iron pan right now because we're gonna toast some chilies. Anyway, it's not a very vegan community over in the Outer Banks. I had a lot of veggie burgers. We did go to this place called Outer Banks Brewery, and it was a great place. So dog friendly because we did bring our dogs, of course. Totally dog friendly, and like a great outdoor area, like for kids to run around. Like there was what is it called, cornhole, and like just fun things for kids to do. And it was totally enclosed, so comfortable. And they actually had vegan items on the menu. They had two dishes. One was a curried chickpea and tofu. I didn't try that. But I did have the birria. I'm sorry, I'm having troubles pronouncing it. I know, like, I looked it up on YouTube to see how to pronounce it. This is an easy taco, but it requires a lot of ingredients. Like we need chilies, and it also requires a little prep. We need chilies, and I decided, and I looked at a lot of recipes to see what kind of chilies, but I basically just went to Walmart and found the only dried chilies that I could find. So I've got California chili, Japones. I think these are all fairly mild. There's a chart back here. Oh, so the Japones is going to be hot. Guajillo. And this is like a medium. I don't think it's very hot at all, actually. It's very fruity and very delicious. And there will be additional spice coming from Jerk Spice Blend, which has cayenne. The reason why I'm using the Jerk Spice Blend is because I'm all out of allspice. This has it, and this also has some chilies. I made it myself. It has like allspice, cloves, cinnamon, chilies, and I thought it would actually work. And onions and garlic, of course. And what else? Oh, and I'm going to be using the Rotel, which has diced tomatoes and green chilies. So there's going to be a little heat coming from this too. So I'm going to be using 2 cans of jackfruit. We're going to kind of pan fry the tacos so they're going to be crispy, and then you dip them and they're going to be so good. I'm going to throw in about we'll do 4 of those. Keep them moving around. About 4 each. We're just going to do 4 each of all the chilies. And we're going to just toast these for a few minutes on medium. We didn't need to wash them because we're going to soak these. You just want it to get sort of like a nice smell. You don't want them to burn. So that was it. I just did that for maybe a minute. Wait till they cool, and then you just kind of snap this off. You can put them directly into the blender because we will be blending these. Don't worry about emptying the seeds. And I'm heating up some water because I'm just going to soak them in hot water. It will soften them faster. Did I forget the guajillo? Just in case. I'm going to throw in a couple more. I'm just making this on the fly. Is that the word? I'm making this. This is an impromptu. I'm just being creative right now. Hopefully this recipe will work. I've made a lot of things very similar to it, so I think it will be fine. But just let you know, I will do an approximation of this recipe down in the description notes. And the reason why we didn't worry about the seeds is because we're gonna drain this again and the seeds are gonna come out. I think a little bit of cheese would be good in it too. I'm gonna make a little queso. So what I have going over here is some soaked sunflower seeds. It's about a cup of sunflower seeds, but it's gonna be way too much for the tacos tonight. We're gonna end up with extra cheese sauce for like our potatoes or mac and cheese. Like, be adding some kimchi. This is gonna give it that lactic acid because lacto ferments like sauerkraut and kimchi and pickles, if they're lacto fermented. They add a really great like cheesy flavor. And this also has some garlic and onion and some chili and color. It has like a kind of a red color, which will make it look, you know, like an orange cheese. Nute or nutritional yeast. This gives it a cheesy flavor. We got tortillas, of course. Oh, getting everything wet. We're gonna throw in a heaping tablespoon of kimchi. My husband always says, that's not a tablespoon, that's like a quarter of a cup. So let's just say it's a little less than a quarter of a cup, 2 tablespoons. That's about 2 tablespoons. We're gonna do a quarter cup of nute. I'm gonna use soy milk, about a cup. Because the kimchi has a lot of acidity, we're going to wait to add apple cider vinegar and we're going to taste test it. How about a little bit of miso? About this much. That's going to add some salty and umami flavor and a little nuttiness. A little bit of smoked paprika, make it a little smoky. I need to add some garlic and onion powder, but I'm not sure how much of that the kimchi is already going to give. I'm going to use a little red wine vinegar. Probably about a teaspoon. Yeah, I'm being really lazy because I don't want to open up my apple cider vinegar. I just got some more. Okay, we're going to pull out the seeds. They're going to be hard. And either you want to slice them up or just take them out. And then you just shred with your hands. I'm actually going to rinse the citric acid off of these. I don't like it. The seeds almost look like garlic cloves. And they're good. When they're in the tacos, they'll take away from that pulled deep texture. And another cup of milk. We're going to cook this down, so we need it to be a little soupy. Tapioca is starch. You really should taste it before you put the starch in. A nice handful of salt. Turning on this again to medium low, and I'm going to toast some spices. So we're gonna crush them up in here later. Toast about a teaspoon of coriander. Oops, that's about a tablespoon of cumin. throw in some of this jerk spice just until they become fragrant. That's it. It's burning a little bit on the sides. You don't want to do that. It's super good though. Really good. It's like smoky cheese. But you do have to attend to it and not go over here and be distracted. That's one of the secrets to good cooking, is just to be focused on your food, which, as you can see, I let this burn a little bit because I wasn't focused. This is incredibly cheesy, by the way, and it's going to be so good in like a baked potato or nachos or pizza. So I'm just grinding my spices and my mortar and pestle. Some cinnamon in there. And about a teaspoon of cinnamon. That's more than a teaspoon. We're probably not going to use all of these spices. Put it in the Vitamix if you don't want the texture, but I don't know. I got the chilies in the Vitamix, and I don't even want to bother. And I'm happy with this. This is good. We started with the actual birria. So I have some water. I don't know how much water we're going to be using, but I'm going to put this aside. We've got miso, smoked paprika, orange. We're going to use orange juice from this. Small onion, 3 cloves of garlic, little tomato paste, chipotle, salt, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of this. I may actually put some of this in here and make it queso. Our jackfruit. So I removed the water, I rinsed it, and I'm just going to add enough water to cover the chilies, and we're going to make a paste by blending it. It's a little bit more of a paste, but that's okay because we're going to need liquid in it already. Okay, so we're going to put a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I need my blade. This thing. This works like a charm. So we're just going to saute the onions, chop up our garlic. Tomato paste. Sauteing the tomato paste in the oil really builds up umami flavors. So throw in the garlic, some smoked paprika, so we get a little smoky flavor. Teaspoon, half a teaspoon. And we're just gonna let it just kind of fry up a little bit. I don't know where my potato smasher is, so I'm just gonna use my mortar. Plenty of spicy. We're not going to use this, the chipotle. It smells incredible. I'm also using a potato smasher to break up any hard parts of the jackfruit. So look at that. Isn't it amazing? Oh, and it tastes so good. It's amazing. I don't think it needs any work. I think it's perfect as it is. And I didn't tell you, I actually decided to put this in the Vitamix after all, with the tomatoes and the, with this can of Rotel. So we have queso, and it's really delicious. Just like queso. We're just gonna dip those crunchy tacos in there, and they're going to be to live for. So good. Hey, Mike's gonna be home soon. So let's get started. I'm turning the burner on to medium. So I think we can dip the tortilla in the sauce, right like this. I think we can get about 3 tacos in this pan. One of these will help. We're going to use olive oil. Coat it really well. I have it on medium high. Okay, so now I'm going to, there's more juice in here, so we'll just use some of that juice. I'm just filling it. All we're putting in the taco is this birria. Careful. Push it down. I think we can just get 2 at a time. Maybe we might want to microwave the tortillas a little bit first because they broke. Heat these in the microwave a little bit so that won't happen. Just gonna put it on this plate and heat them in the microwave, get them soft for about 30 seconds. Okay, this is better. Flattening them down. They're cracking a little bit, but look, that looks good, right? Let's do a little taste test. Oh, where did my cheese sauce? Okay. So, yeah, I have to eat mine. Mine is so mangled. Oh my God. That's decadent. Mmm. Mmm. It's so good. Oh my God. All right. Well, maybe I'll make these again tomorrow because I need to get a pretty picture of them for the thumbnail. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I don't know what to say now.
I do.
What?
I'm hungry.
Okay, let's eat. Oh my God, Becky, these are so good. So, you see, I got it right the next day. So I just microwaved the tortillas for about 30 seconds. I dipped them in the sauce. It was hot. And then I just fried them with a little spray of avocado oil. So actually less oil this time. And kind of flipped it around. And look at them. They're so good. We're going to dip them. These are next level. Holy cheeseamole. I think you might be able to call these queso birria because there's cheese and jackfruit meat, but the queso is actually not inside. Oh. I'm definitely writing this recipe down because it came out fantastic. I'll leave the recipe down in the description box below. And while you're down there, sign up for my Substack because all my recipes are going to go on the Substack. Plus other things about like nutrition facts and food facts and just fun stuff. All about plant-based living. It's good. Don't forget to like this video if you made it this far. And this is so good. Mm.